I first heard the Pogues in 7th grade. A friend played me a song that had the lyric, "I tried to take a late night but the toilet moved, so again I missed." You can understand the appeal of a line like that to a 7th grader. So I kind of went all in with the Pogues after that. They were the first band I ever listened to that had a tin whistle, and I just liked the songs. You know, I was a big fan of the Clancy Brothers and the Dubliners, and this seemed like kind of the next step in line, the next evolution of that stuff that I already was really into. This song in particular used to be on every jukebox and every Irish bar in New York back in the day. And we're in the right time of year for it, so I figured I'd take a run at it here. There's two different lines to the whistle part, at least the part that Spider Stacy plays in the original version. Sort of like an A part and a B part, but they're not the same length and they're not played in the same spots, but I'll cover both of them, we'll break them down, hang tight. So those are the two lines that you'll hear in the song. The shorter one, when I played first, I think really only comes up one time. I'd have to listen to it again to kind of get the whole structure, but I think it only shows up the first time. So it's just basically a variation on the line that's sung. So we'll break down the basic melody of that one first. And it starts in the upper octave. I'm going to play it in the lower octave just so I'm not driving myself crazy. Feel free to play it either way. So that last section, we drop the octave because the whole thing is an octave lower. Feel free to play it up, in which case it's all in a nice, neat line. Since it does start up top, I try to keep it simple and just a quick cut on there. You could slide that first note, and then I'm really just cutting that A as I come back to it. And then I'll cut that D, nice and quick. Nothing there too fancy other than that same cut that I did in the beginning one. A couple more things on that one. I like to cut that F sharp because it's sort of the downbeat. Sliding that B. You could slide that first F sharp if you wanted to. I think the cut works a little better. Now when I hit that A, when I come back to it, I do that popping thing that I do a bunch. Popping that top finger off. Nothing too fancy on that one, just to kind of get through that line. Now the second line is a little bit longer. It's sort of a variation of the whole sung verse. I think it's the verse. Yeah, should be the verse. Cool, so that's the whole thing. It's a bit of that arpeggio bit at the end, which if you heard when I played it originally, I did a triplet. So we'll break that down when we get to the ornaments on that part. So just starting off the first bit though, really don't do much. You could cut that. You could do those if you wanted to. To me, it makes it feel a little bit overly marchy. Could cut that or tap that E. And then I do cut that second F sharp. Slide that B like I did in the beginning. Now, when you're going from the lower octave B to the higher octave A, it's a pretty big jump. And that's one where you got to be pretty confident in the amount of air required to get there, because it's an easy one to break. Now, I will do that kind of crossing noise, where I'm hitting that G first, just to kind of work into that A, sort of. And then I'll do a sort of a double tap on that F sharp sometimes, just punches that note up a bit. Cut there. And sometimes I'll do a short roll on that E. Sometimes just a tap. Same thing there with that double tap. Could do a short roll on the F sharp if you wanted to, rather than just the cut. Now, to finish that phrase, that's where the basic melody is just an arpeggio. That's your basic melody, which works fine. Or you can use that triplet. So you're going from A to a D by way of a C natural, which is a little weird in a D melody, but it's more of a rhythmic thing. And that's how I finish the phrase. Hopefully you guys dig this. I don't do a lot of Pogues stuff. I think I did one a while ago, years ago. I've been playing a few of them with the band. We're doing a version of this. Gonna put a full video out of that hopefully soon. Getting everybody together to, herding some cats to get everybody recorded. Hopefully we'll make some progress and I'll let everybody know. Otherwise, hope everybody's doing well and staying safe and all that good stuff. Cheers.